Hello, everybody, and my food container is getting pretty low. So that means it's time to make some food to feed all these tanks, the staple food I feed everything, and this is where I keep everything. Right there is the food that I sell on the website, and the stock is getting low on that. So it's time to make a whole boatload of shrimp food. And right here I have 24 half-pound bags of food I buy in bulk. And the key thing here is it's not so much important that what food you use. It is important that the quality of the food that you're using. Now, all this food has at least 40% protein, and it's a mix of all kinds of different plant and animal proteins, which is what shrimp need, a mixture and a variety of good, high-quality foods. And what I do, I blend them all together and powder them up, and that's the best way I found for all the shrimp to consume it. This is my new shrimp food making machine. This is a 1,000-watt pro grade Ninja food processor blender thing. Might be pretty handy to make some daiquiris, but I got this to make shrimp food. Look at it go. This is first I started off just crunching up the bags, 4 or 5 different kinds, and as the years progressed, I started running them through a food processor. I used that same food processor for years and years. And then the last time I tried getting a nicer, or not a nicer, but more of a blender, I got like a cheap Black & Decker from Amazon blender for like 30 bucks, and I made 10 pounds of food, and on the last couple rounds it started smoking. So I smoked that one after 10 pounds. So I thought, all right, I'm gonna have to get something nice. So I did spend $100 on this, but I gotta say, even if you're not making shrimp food, this Ninja food processor is really freaking sweet. It's like you can see just how fast it eats up all this powdered flake food. So that was the first time ever using it. My first time ever turning it on. Let's see the results here. And it passed. Come to find out, you don't even need settings 2 and 3. 1 is more than enough for what we're trying to do here with this shrimp food. So as we're going through, and it's like I started blending one, and I realized I could put a second one in there because it blends it down so good. And then, oh, it's pretty cool when you see the two different colors blend together like that. Look at this one. The white is some kind of white grub flake and a red brine shrimp flake. Mixing them together, it made a. I thought that was pretty sweet. It was kind of mesmerizing when you're sitting there watching it all blend in together and the colors mixed together. Pretty cool. But this thing, man, it does a really, really, really good job. I've never had anything like this nice before to try to do stuff like this. And there it is. Made it through 12 pounds of food. No problem at all. Quicker than ever. I did this in less than an hour. I used to be sitting there with the old food processor for like 2 or 3 hours, and I only made like 10 pounds of food before. So this is the biggest batch of food I ever made. And the last step, as far as making the food goes, is blending it all by hand. So after it went in the blender or the food processor, I dumped it in here, and now I'm just kind of blending it together to make sure the consistency is good. And so now that you guys can see, this is exactly, I say on the website, when I sell this on the website, this is exactly the same food I feed my tanks every single day. Because right here, first thing I do is fill up my own food container. And this will get me through a couple months usually. So I'd been making 10 pounds the last year or so. And now, after we got my food taken care of, now the rest of it we're going to bag up. We got 50 labels and 50 of the bags. The hardest part of doing this whole thing for me is peeling off these god dang stickers. I mean, I've been yelling and cussing at these stickers before, but they're good. They're good label stickers, but you know, I don't usually have much fingernails going on, so that's kind of a pain in the butt. Sometimes I have the wife help me with her long manicured fingernails, but she wasn't home, so oh man. And there we go, hyperlapse. Now we're measuring out 2 ounces in every little bag of food. And there we are, but we're not done yet. There are 50 2-ounce bags of food. We still have a little bit left. At a later time, I'm probably going to fill up some 1-ounce bags. There it is. I use that to measure. I got it zeroed out. And we still have that. I'll fill the rest of that 1-ounce bag with that at a later date. And now here's the last step. I have an impact sealer. So what this is, these bags, they have the Ziploc bag for the person who buys it. They can reuse it and seal it. But to get a permanent seal before the person opens it, we have this impact sealer. Buzz. Actually, there's not too much sound here because I was jamming out to some tunes and YouTube don't like that. So I just added the sound in when the impact sealer was going. There we go. And now we got 50 to do. This is always fun watching this in super fast motion. But again, there you go. All sealed, permanently sealed. All looking good. Now, in a lot of my videos, you guys will see how I have all the shrimp piled up in piles. Now, my food container is full. My thing there for the food that I sell on the website is full. But back to I use algae wafers to get them all gathered up for videos, but this is how I feed. And check out, this is what the tanks get fed every day. The algae wafer bit to get them all piled up is just for videos, to be honest. This is what they get fed every single day. And you can see how everything gets coated in it. The pluckos come out, go crazy for it. They vacuum it up like a sweeper. The guppies and guppy fry love it. And you can see the shrimp, how they act naturally. They're not all piled up like they are in a lot of my videos. They're all evenly dispersed as the food is evenly dispersed throughout the entire tank. And you can see, so this is how I feed my shrimp. All my tanks. This is how it's done. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Bye.